and welcome back to another Mustang Reviews in collaboration with the TMB Vape Lab. Okay, so my last review I did the Voopoo Drag Max. Okay, today is another Voopoo product and it's the Argus Pro. Okay, so a lot of what's going on here is similar to the Drag Max, so I'm not going to spend too much time going into the ins and outs, as I covered that in the Drag Max video. Okay, so I'm just going to focus on the bits that are different. Okay, the look of it is different. It looks very, very nice. I do like the way it looks. I love this bit of material here. It's meant to be denim, but I think that's more the colour. I don't actually think that is denim itself. If it is, then my jeans that I've got on are very different in texture to that. But that does feel nice. It's quite soft. It's definitely got some sort of padding underneath it. It's really nice. I do like the metal frame that is surrounding it. It's very similar to what Geek Vape do, okay, with their designs. As you can see, I've got the legend here, so you've got the metal that goes all the way around the legend. It's very, very similar, okay, and it does have screws on either side, so I would assume you can unscrew that and take it off and probably customize this section of the device yourself. Okay, it's got a metal hook here, which is for attaching to a lanyard around your neck, and it's also got a rubber seal for your USB-C charger, which is good, keeps that nice and waterproof. Alright, this is an internal battery. Okay, I'm not sure if the battery life in here is bigger than the Drag S, but I will find out and I will add it to the video, either as some writing up here or some writing down here, but I will find that out. I'm not too sure. The chip that's inside of here is the same chip as the S, the X and the Max. It's the Gene TT chip. Okay, so there's no updated chip, it's the same chip. So it's pretty standard. So it's 5 clicks on. It was already on, so I didn't have to do 5, but 5 clicks off. Okay, and it has got smart mode and RBA mode, same as the Drag Max. The difference here is, on this one, this is in smart mode, and right here it says A and P. The A stands for auto draw, so you can auto draw with this in smart mode. You can also press the power button, okay, which is what I think the P means, power button or press or something like that. Okay, but then if you do 3 clicks, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this here, you can't really see it on the video. I've tried to focus this and it won't focus on it. Let's see if I can do it again. So yeah, as you can see, it's got a P, which is just for button press. Okay, so then if you 3 click it, 1, 2, 3, takes you to RBA mode. So you can see there's an R here, which is RBA, and it's got the A and the P here. So that's auto draw and power or press. Okay, this is a feature that doesn't feature on the S, so yeah, you don't get auto draw in the RBA mode, okay, on the S, so this is new. And then 3 clicks puts it into just the power mode, so you have to press the button, and then 3 more clicks, and as you can see, goes back into smart mode, changes those watts back down to 60, because that's the recommended wattage for the coil that I've got in this pod. Alright, which is why I keep it in smart mode, because otherwise I end up going through coils left, right and centre. So that's the screen. Okay, very, very similar to the Max, the S and the X. Not much different there, apart from the extra mode in RBA mode. Okay, so yeah, up and down wattage there. As I said, you've got your flap. This bottom bit here, let me just focus me in. There we go. So this bottom bit on here, it looks like it should unscrew and you should be able to put your own battery in there. It is not a battery compartment. As I said, it's an internal battery. When I first got this out of the box, I was sat there trying to unscrew this for ages. I looked like an idiot in the shop. although it did give my colleagues a bit of a laugh. Alright, so that is pretty much the Argus Pro. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and give you a bit more of an up and close, so you can see what's in the box and see this a little bit more up close, and then we can go over it a little bit more. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so here is the packaging that the Argus Pro comes in. So as you can see, it's got a picture of the Argus on the front there. Argus, it's got the nicotine warning on there as well. Okay, and on this side of the box, I don't know if you can see that or not. See if I can zoom in a little better for you. There we go. So it says that the max power of this device is 80 watts, and it's a fire fast and accurate, extremely, to do with the GNTT chip. I don't actually know if that's real English, but that's what it says. So on the back here you have got the contents. Come on camera, there we go. So in the contents you've got an Argus Pro device, the PMP pod, a 2mm pod. You get a VM1 coil, which is a 0.3 coil. You get the VM6 coil, which is a 0.15. You get a Type-C charger cable and a user manual. Okay, and then there's your scratch to make sure your product is genuine. And then on this side of the box, when it will focus in, there we go. So it just tells you that it's got adjustable airflow, it's got a 2mm capacity, and you can see your juice, which is always nice. And it's compatible with all the PMP pods. And if you want any more information on Voopoo or tech support, you can scan that QR code there. So as you can see, there's nothing on either end apart from Voopoo written on the top there. Okay, so what is in the box? Here's what comes in the box. I think this is brilliant. You get a proper case. And it's a proper little case, look, with a little latch. So you pull the latch. There you go. So as you can see, there's the two coils mentioned on the back of the box. So your 0.3 and 0.15. Okay, they sit nicely there. This is the device itself. As you can see, very nice looking device. I've gone for the denim and silver device, but we'll have a look more at this in a second, so let's put that to one side. So underneath this part of the box here is where you'll find your user manual and your USB cable. Okay, and that is all that comes in the box, but I love this case. I think this case is absolutely brilliant. So here you go. Here is the Argus. So got your power button up top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it comes on. Okay. And then you got your up and down wattage button, and that's where your USB charger is. So you open that. That's where it is. Okay. You've got this little thing here to attach to your thing, and the pod it detaches, and as you can see, it's very similar to the S, the X, and the Max. Okay. Airflow on the back, which is nice. This feels very nice. Out of the others I've seen, the leather, whereas this just feels really nice. Very, very nice indeed. You can see this is Voopoo on the side. Nice. Don't be deceived. This does not undo. It is solid. Okay. It's not. It is an internal battery. It's not external. So yeah. So as you can see, at the moment we're in smart mode. Okay, and here I don't know if you can see that. Let me just try and it says A and P, which means auto and power. Well, press 1, 2, 3. It changes it just to power. still in smart mode. 1, 2, 3. You're in RBA mode, and you've got auto draw and press. 1, 2, 3. Change it just to puff, and then 1, 2, 3. Back round to the smart mode. Okay, as you can see, you've got your ohms, your volts, your time of your last drag, and the puff counter right there. This is in wattage mode, and you can see the battery in the top right there. Okay, so that is the Voopoo Argus Pro. So there you have it, the Argus Pro. Okay, so what do I like about it? To be honest, there's not much that I don't like. The simple reason being is I've got the S, okay, and I really like the S, and it does pretty much everything that my S does. So there's nothing particularly that I don't like. Okay, I like the look of it. I think the look is nice. I think I just like this bit of material here. I think that's really nice. It feels nice. You know, I do like the fact that they have now put in this rubber bung for the USB port. I think that's great, because I don't know, I worry when I'm out and it's raining a bit and I want to have a vape. I worry that water's going to get into my charger ports or anything like that. So the fact they've put that on there makes me a little bit happier. Okay, I'm not quite sure what this bottom bit is here. I don't know if that's because there's a bigger like battery thing in here or whatever, but I mean, if you look, I mean, it is massive compared to the S. There you go. So yeah, it is a little bit bigger. Okay, but other than that, there's not much difference apart from the look. Okay, what I don't like about it is this. There, you can see that. I hate this. Absolutely hate it. And the reason I hate it is everywhere I move, it just rattles. When it's in my pocket, it rattles. When I'm taking a vape, it rattles. This is quite a heavy device, okay? I'm not going to put that on a lanyard and have it around my neck. Okay, I'm not. I'm just not, okay? I'm not that kind of person. You might disagree. And that's fine. Everything is subjective. You know, these are my opinions at the end of the day. They're not your opinions, and I'm sure you'll make your own mind upon it. But me personally, I don't like that little metal clasp. Walking down the street the other day to the shop, and kids were running to their windows. They thought Santa had come early. All right, that's how loud it is when I'm walking down the street. So yeah, I think that's my only con. Okay, so would I recommend you go out and buy one? If you want an internal battery pod system and you don't already own the Drag S, then I would say yes, buy the Argus Pro. Okay, if you've already got the Drag S, then I probably wouldn't upgrade to the Argus Pro. I don't think there's enough differences between them for them to warrant an upgrade. Okay, if you want something with a lot of battery life, then I'd probably go for the Drag Max. It's a dual 18650. Okay. And they all work in pretty much the exact same way. There's hardly any differences between them. So yeah, you know, that's my opinion. There's nothing bad about the Argus Pro. I personally just don't think there's enough differences between the Argus Pro and the Drag X to warrant upgrading. If you've not already got a Drag X and you want that internal pod system, internal battery within your pod system, then I would say go for the Argus Pro. Basically, the PMP pods are amazing. Okay, one of the best pods on the market in my opinion, and there's a decent amount of coils that you can buy for the PMP pods. Okay, and all the coils are good. They're really good. I've had that coil in there now for nearly 2 weeks, and it's still going strong. Okay, I expect to get at least another week out of it. So the coils are very, very good. I'm doing this. There's no coil in my hand, but I'm doing it anyway. But yeah, there's no bad things about these coils. I really, really like the coils. Okay, definitely if you're going to go for a pod system, go for one of the Voopoo devices with the PMP pods, because they are good. But that's my opinion. Okay, as I said, it's all subjective. Okay, so don't take what I say as gospel. You know, go out there and, you know, test these devices for yourself. Okay, because if you just rely on one person's review or opinion, then you'd probably struggle buying anything. I've got so many devices that I've seen bad reviews on that I've bought through curiosity alone and love. So, you know, it's all down to personal opinion. You know, if somebody tells me a film's rubbish and I watch that film and enjoy it, you know, that proves to me that my opinions and my views are very different to everybody else's. So don't just take my advice as gospel. Try them out, you know. But no, I recommend the Argus Pro to anyone who doesn't already have a PMP pod system, because they are good. But that is me done on the Argus Pro. So if you've got any questions, you've got any comments, then obviously leave me a message in the comments below. If you want me to review anything, let me know, and if I can get hold of it, I absolutely will. If you've got anything that you want to send me to review, or just anything you want to send me, my address is in the bio. Okay, you can send anything to there, and you'll get a shout out, and I will do a review and mention it in one of my videos. Alright, so not much else to say really, so I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to let you all know that there is another video coming soon. Okay, got some very, very good stuff lined up. I've got some equipment being sent to me from a couple of companies, so I'm really looking forward to getting hold of those. So yeah, until next time, keep it loud and keep it cloudy.